So anyway, you guys have a clothing line, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Um,
Do,
what got you? Well, I mean, anyone who could start a clothing line definitely should, but where did that start off at?
well, it started with just wanting to have band tees, to be honest. We just
Yeah, it
wanted
started with
Yeah,
shirts for the
having
band,
merch, and
you
then
know.
it got bigger than that, and then it became its own identity and its own
It
thing.
started making way more than the music was making. So at that point, it was just, yeah. I mean, it's follow that trail, and if people want it, then let's keep giving it. It's like this. We made the first run, and it sold out in what was it, 3 days? We sold out like shit. I don't know how many we did. Like maybe 100 garments sold out in 3 days. Way quicker than we thought it was going on our first release.
We were
It's
like,
not a
we're gonna
lot,
have
but
some
like
for the
fuck.
shows, and then we didn't even get any for the show.
Yeah.
Like, it was like we had to
So
make
then
another
yeah,
order for the show. It's
we did
crazy.
another order, and then that sold out in a week. And then we did exclusive run of our Newport Lake Street series, and that was a really cool pack series we did. And so we did 50 of those, and that sold out in about 24 hours.
Man,
And
I'm about
so
to go find it. Just so I'm gonna go show you the shirt.
it's really just we seen it making its own way, like he said. And actually this year our goal is to kind of rehub Deuce Block as its own entity. Like I said, it started with just Lake Street gear. Now that we got the domain and we're going to give new hubs and everything, that was the Late Street exclusive pack series right there. Yep.
nice.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, it really just kind of took the wheel of its own, and we decided to keep molding it and going with it. We're both passionate about creating. We were graffiti artists growing up, and so any kind of art and design that we can get into is right up our alley either way. And I mean, to be honest with you, in today's era of music and the way that the industry works and how marketing works, we kind of took on the mindset that it's like this music is pretty much just a commercial for your brand.
Right.
At the end of the day, the music's not going to make you a ton of money. Streams aren't doing shit for revenue. And so that being the case, when it's all such small change, I mean, we just kind of switched the gears and said, well, this music's pretty much a commercial now for this clothing line that we have, and in a broad way of speaking.
No,
Yeah,
definitely.
So I mean, yeah, that's pretty much the origin of that, and it's still in its growing stages. To be honest with you, we
yeah.
hope to see it do even more by the end of this year,
Yeah,
and
hopefully we fucking triple those numbers.
we'll see where it
That'd be
goes. Yeah.
incredible.
I tell all artists that I said merchandise has been where most of my revenue has come through, and it saved me on some pretty rough road trips and tours.
Oh, if you're
Right.
not going to shows and selling merch, I mean, you're kind of fucking up.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
I mean, there's just so much potential. There's so much potential traffic, and it's kind of cool. I'm sure this has happened to you guys, where you end up selling merch before you even go on by someone that's probably never even heard or seen you before.
Oh,
all
absolutely.
the time.
That's
All
like
the time.
that's the power of the brand and the logo. Like just a
Yeah.
good T-shirt design. Like they probably don't even know that you're even performing. They feel like this is just a little
It's
like
just a dope clothing line.
And
flea market,
even,
like a flea market table just happens to be at a venue. So
Yeah.
right, and it's like even down to how we do set up our display. We have a street sign that
It
says
matters,
Deuce
yeah.
Block on Lake Street. It's an actual
Mhm.
street sign.
Nice.
We make it look fucking as official as we possibly can, and they see it and they're like, wow. And that's by the end of the time, once they see us play, then they come back and they're like, what the fuck?
Let me get a hat now.
yeah. They're like, and would you sign this?
But no, and the cool thing is too is how you market it, knowing that it's based and fueled off music in a heavy sense. Is putting our logo on the back of everything is so important, because I'll tell you what, when we're at a show, and we got all our people there and everyone who rides on Lake Street with us, to be at the back of the venue and see everybody at the front of the stage, but you just see this ocean of Lake Street logos
in the
like,
back. Oh man.
I'll tell you what, as just an
Yeah.
artist, and like, let me just be, whatever about it. Like, that shit's a good feeling when you're like, these people are here to see you and vibe with you right now, and just like
they're
that's
all here right
it's
now.
powerful. You know what I mean? That's powerful.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely. So we'll jump into just some like tips and trades, like advice. I like to throw into the podcast whenever we can. So for any young and up and coming, don't always have to be young, but up and coming artists who need a little advice on kind of maybe on the business tip, or at least on the marketing tip, or just anything past the music. Like the music's
Right.
made,
Right.
what do they do next? Let's talk about.
network.
Yeah, I was actually going to say that.
Yeah, that's your network.
How do you advise like networking? just your personal opinion, like what's worked for you guys?
So with me, it's either like I've either reached out to somebody personally and made contact with them being like, you know, I vibe what you're doing. I think you're fucking really working hard and I appreciate everything you got going on for your scene.
Just making the acquaintance.
Yeah, make an acquaintance and then grow that connection even further and further. Also, when I'm playing shows with these people, you know, I'm a very genuine motherfucker. So I will literally come up and just, you know, we'll fucking by the end of the night, we'll be drinking, having a great time.
And say just keeping everything organic as far as trying. Like if you're gonna go and reach out to somebody like you're saying, you should, but make sure it's organic. Don't come at them like, you know, you just want something from them. You got to make sure everything's organic. And, you know, if you're just trying to get something, maybe you just hold back and get your own eggs in a basket first. But, and going off the shows, I mean, beyond the shows that we play, just going to shows to support, being there at these shows that are happening at your local venues and just showing face and you know, shaking those hands and meeting those people. Very, very important.
At the shows, just meeting all the people you can at the shows, whether they're, like you said, whether they're playing or not, whether you're playing or not, just going out and meeting these people. And you know, exposing them to your brand and who you are and what you're about, and then, you know, giving them your music and showing them that and taking them to your links or your websites and everything like that. That, you know, the word of mouth, in my opinion, is one of the best things you can do.
Social media, strongest tool.
Yeah, you know, social media is a key thing. We use it every single day. But, you know, still, it's like to have my homies even today hit us up on the podcast tonight. You know, it's like word of mouth is that thing, and the brand speaks for itself.